Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about this report that is saying Stefon Diggs stepped it up with Cardi B and wants to make it work amid reunion rumors. Now, honey, when I saw this report, I was like, the only person that I see stepping things up is Cardi B, not Stefon Diggs, because didn't we observe Diggs pulling his hand away from Cardi B on Mother's Day? And then it was alleged that Stefon Diggs ditched her to go spend the rest of the day with Kiki. Do you love me? Are you? So, man, a few days ago we said that I told you guys that Cardi B is determined to build a career of dating toxic black men. And it is definitely what she's doing. But you know what is bothering me a bit is the fact that there's a report saying Diggs wants to step it up with Cardi B. Step it up when? After you ditched her when she gave birth? And you ditched her after, hold on. I think I have it. After the success of Little Miss Drama Tour? Is that when you want to step up? This man, I told you guys that this man is about to use Cardi B, him and his mother, and I believe you guys can see that I'm not telling a lie at this point. Because after this article came out, we saw Cardi flexing a beautiful, heavy diamond necklace. It seems to be two, or I didn't look carefully to see if it was the double layered one. But you know what caught my eye is the fact that Hollywood Unlocked has not been posting any of the negativity surrounding Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. But they were able to post Cardi B coming on to flex. Remember when I said I believe Cardi B is the one who is spending in this relationship? Then after that, we learned that she allegedly spent $2 million to have that Super Bowl party. So why is it that every time Stefon Diggs is stepping up, we don't see Stefon Diggs stepping up, we only see Cardi B stepping up? And before Cardi B's Little Miss Drama Tour, a few months ago, didn't we got a report from People magazine that said Cardi B gave Diggs a stern warning? If he gets another woman pregnant, it is done. And she understands that he's a womanizer and she has given him more than enough chance. So this is giving control PR from Cardi B's team. Like, don't look at what they're telling you over there. Look at what we're showing you over here. But it's not what they're showing us over here, or should I rather say, it is not what they're trying to show us over here that is making Cardi B look bad. It is what they're not showing us over here that we're seeing, because when we see these girls coming out pregnant with back-to-back babies, how do you control that narrative? How do you tell us that, oh, it was an accident? Was it an accident once? Was it an accident the second time? Or do you mean it was an accident the third or maybe the fourth time? And when the girls are coming out this year, because 12 months, someone is bound to get pregnant this year besides Cardi B. Cardi B might be in the bed when the baby's being conceived because Cardi B's down for that lifestyle. So she might be in the bed when the baby's being conceived, because didn't Chef Mila got rid of the braider who was creeping with Stefon by way of Cardi B. Chef Mila is not what you guys think, That girl used to work at a strip club, not judging the sex workers, but I'm just saying, think about this for a second. Chef Mila realized that the braider, because Stefon Diggs seems as though he has figured the way out to these women. And the way out to these women is to, if you can manage to give them 3 months' salary all at once, it's a big ease for them. And it seems as though these women put money before their pride. And they're young, so it happens. Not judging them. So when Mila realized that the braider might jeopardize something for her, Mila realized that she could have gotten rid of the braider without causing much drama while making Cardi B think that they're friends. So she was like, I'm going to get rid of you, girl, because you're blocking my prosperity right here. This man is promising to open a business for me, and you're blocking the potentiality of that. So I'm going to tell Cardi B that you're over here messing with her man, even though I'm messing with Cardi B's man. But then Chef Mila maybe was looking at it and saying, hold on a second now. There's a circus going on here. This man is fair game. He's nobody's man. But the braider is coming in, and I cannot afford any extras to ruin the party for me. So I'm going to get rid of the braider, but I'm going to let Cardi B do it. Cardi B knew the braider was doing something with Diggs, allegedly, but because she knows that she was not done with him, because Cardi B is the type of person who thinks that she can save people, she can save men. If she show the man that I'll put up with your bad ways, I won't stress your pocket, I'll spend my own money, I just want a popular male figure in my life that does not embarrass me too much publicly, he's gonna put on the ring. That is what Cardi is gambling on. But she's gonna realize that you can't keep a man that doesn't want to be kept. So, with this article saying Stefon Diggs is stepping up for Cardi B, this is what you called controlled PR. They're saying, and I told you guys a few days ago that it is alleged that they will be controlling their narratives through burner accounts and third party. And here we are today with People magazine telling us that Stefon Diggs is stepping up. But the only person that we see really stepping up is actually Cardi B. But Cardi B is putting in the work for Stefon Diggs. So if Cardi B is putting in the work for Stefon Diggs, and then Stefon Diggs' mama is putting in the work for Stefon Diggs doesn't need to do anything besides be himself, because Cardi has accepted him for who he is. But what men normally do is they normally punish women like Cardi B because who told you that I wanted you to do this? And Stefon Diggs, men loves to be challenged. Do you guys remember when Sharina told us that the reason why Kevin fell for her is because Kevin loved the fact that she challenged him, and that's why she was able to ruin Wendy's marriage? So Cardi B needs to understand that if she has no resistance, no self-esteem, and she is determined to be this man's doormat, he's not going to stay with her. And he's going to move on to a woman that appears to be reserved, calm, unproblematic. But that's a woman that stands up to him behind the scenes. And that's a woman that puts him in check like his mama. When he says something out of line, that woman is going to be like, boy, Who the heck do you think you're talking to? Fix that attitude. And as a matter of fact, go change that outfit. We're not leaving the house like that. Because evidently, Stefon Diggs, I'm assuming, never had that. So when he gets that in his life, it's gonna be, do you know how some men love to say they love a woman that keeps them on their heels? That's what they're talking about. Not Cardi B being his footstool, right? But let's get into this report because this is a controlled PR that I was telling you about to look out for because it was coming. I haven't said one thing that was going to happen that never happened as yet, okay? I've been calling it, and I hope you guys can see now that I've been really calling it, right? Now they're saying Stefan and Cardi B, who welcome a son together in November 2025, celebrated Mother's Day together at his charity event over the weekend. And they then say are Stefon Diggs and Cardi B back together? The NFL star 32 and the Grammy-winning rapper 33 have publicly spent time together on multiple recent occasions since their split earlier this year, sparking rumors of a reconciliation. Now, a source tells people they've overcome the tension in the relationship. So guys, when they're saying that they've overcome some tension in the relationship, that is them telling us that don't look for us to address any of the drama that is currently going on out here because we're not going to address it. Don't look for us to address anything because all of that is now behind us and we are moving forward and we're choosing to move forward because this article was released yesterday after Chef Mila revealed that Stefon Diggs has been allegedly putting hands and feet on Cardi B. So this is their response through their PR team. Don't ask us about the drama. Don't ask us about the mess. Stefon Diggs will be a better person going forward. And this is not just about Stefon Diggs' relationship. It is about his image as an athlete as well, because there are a few teams that are interested in signing him. So he's going to try to keep a clean image, but his ego, his addiction to sex is going to ruin that for him because, as I've said, there's 12 months in the year, and before the year ends, someone is popping out with a baby, okay? And someone is popping out with a lawsuit. Because if he had the circus once and he hasn't gotten any therapy, he's going to have the circus a few more times, right? Common sense at this point. No, the report further states that Cardi pulled away from the drama in February, says the source. She didn't trust him and felt like things were going on behind her back. She wasn't in a place emotionally to deal with fighting and tension. So this is Cardi B saying, I have acknowledged everything that was going on then, but I'm choosing to move on from all of that now. That is Cardi B telling them her position and how to position it to us, the public, right? Now they're saying the source notes the WAP rapper needed to just finish her Little Miss Drama tour, which ran, and they go into the dates, and they go into Cardi B and shares a son born in November 2025 with Diggs. They go into the other three kids with Offset, who she's legally married to. They want us to know also that what we saw when she said good luck to him days before the Super Bowl, that was not her completely closing the door. She never closed the door completely on her relationship with Diggs, okay? She stepped it up a few weeks ago and showed not she, because why I'm resorting to is because she's the only one that is stepping up in this relationship. Cover for him, hold his hand, smile, show off the expensive jewelry that I bought myself. You know, have we ever seen Rihanna trying to prove anything to us? Absolutely not, besides Mother's Day, but outside of that, no. So I believe Cardi B might be the one buying herself that stuff, right? So they're saying he stepped it up a few weeks ago and showed her that he wants to make it work. It was enough of an effort to get her attention, the source continues. She still cares about him a lot. People reached out to reps for Cardi and Diggs for comment. So, this is coming from Cardi B directly. Directly. They go into the foundation event where they were packing on the PDA. And then they go into Stefon Diggs attending the Little Miss Drama tour. Then they go into when they were first spotted at the Knicks playoff game in May 2025, when she confirmed her relationship with him weeks later. But guys, this is Cardi B and Stefon Diggs controlling the narrative, or rather trying to control the narrative, exactly as I told you guys they were planning to. I told you guys that they were planning to pop off on us at some family, thing, photo shoot and all of that. We did see them popping off on Mother's Day. People said that I was lying, but then you guys realized that, oh shoots, this girl from Jamaica knows her stuff. She wasn't lying. Then I told you guys that they were going to control their narrative through burner accounts and third party. And someone was like, ha ha ha, burner account and third party? You sound crazy. Do I still sound crazy now? Huh? Look at it. Everything that I've said, it has happened exactly as I said it would have. And this is why I keep saying to you guys, catch up on the playlist so that you guys can see that I've been calling it every single point up to this point. Like every single thing that I've said would have happened has happened. But Cardi B is going to realize something, and she's going to have to pivot to change if she really wants to know what true love feels like. She's going to realize that she's going to have to first value herself and set standards. It's going to be a tussle for her, but she may just get it right. Well, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it is Diggs who is stepping up? Or do you think it is Cardi that is doing all the work along with Stefon Diggs on his behalf? Leave your comments below. We're going to talk some more. Peace.